Hi, how are you? Hi, it's me, Greg Pizzoli, and I am here today to tell you that I have a new book out today. That's right. I wrote a book, I drew the pictures, I sold it to a publisher, and it is published today. It is out in the world. I want to tell you all about it. It is the third book in the Earl and Worm series. You may have seen Earl and Worm, The Bad Idea, which came out in April of this year. Earl and Worm, The Bad Idea. You may have seen the second book in the series, The Big Mess and Other Stories. And today I have the pleasure of saying that Earl and Worm, Snow Problem and Other Stories is out in stores today. And I thought I would just make a little video. I'm here in my studio. I thought I would make just a little video today to show you the book, just show you what it's all about. It is an early reader, and so it is broken up into three stories, a Snow Problem and Other Stories. And let's see, there are three stories in the book. There's Snow Problem, which I guess I should back up a little bit. The whole concept of this book is that it takes place during the course of the same day, right? So it's all one day, and it's Earl's birthday. And Worm is very excited that it's Earl's birthday. She gets up early in the morning. She's very excited to wish him a happy birthday. There's just one problem. It's snowy, and she's not sure she's going to be able to get to his house. And spoiler alert, I guess she does get to his house. But let's see if, here's a good page to illustrate some of the problems that she has on the way. And the second story, if I can find the page here, is called The Perfect Present. And The Perfect Present is all about Worm wanting to give Earl the perfect present. And as we all know, there is no such thing as perfection, right? And she gets him a Polaroid camera, and they want to take a picture to commemorate this joyous day. And Worm doesn't look the right way. She's not looking at the camera. And then they go to take another one, and she blinks. And they just cannot seem to get a good picture together. And in the third story, The Secret Wish, Worm bakes a cake for Earl. It's a lemon cake. Close readers of Earl and Worm, the first book, The Bad Idea and Other Stories, may remember the first story was called Lemonade. Earl and Worm's friendship sort of begins and solidifies over some shared lemonade. And they both love lemons. They love lemon cake. And she makes Earl a cake, and she lights a candle, and he makes a wish and blows it out. And then Worm says, "So, Earl, what did you wish for?" And Earl says, "Oh, if I tell you my wish, it may not come true. It will have to be my secret wish." And Worm thinks to herself, secret wish? So it's hard to turn the page and hold it away from me. Secret wish, she thought. What did he wish for? What secret is Earl hiding from me? And, Worm sort of goes through the anxious insecurity that her character is so good at. And so those are the three different stories in Earl and Worm, Snow Problem, and Other Stories. And this is an early reader. I was very much inspired by the work of Arnold Lobel, specifically, like the Frog and Toad stories. And I paid very close attention to line length and to word choice and design decisions like a lot of white space, an easy to read typeface, and a lot of space. I don't know if you can see that. A lot of space between the lines. That's called leading, which just makes it easier for kids who, especially emerging readers, early readers, makes it easy for them to decipher the words and to follow along in the story. All that was very, very important to me when I was making this book, and so I thought I'd mention it now. And yeah, so there's Erlen Worm's No Problem, which is out today. You can get it anywhere books are sold. I live in Philadelphia, so I would get it from one of the many local bookstores that I am privileged enough to have walkable to me. If you don't have a bookstore near you, you could order it from bookshop.org, which is a great website for ordering books. And also, I should mention, it is an Amazon Best Book of the Month this year. So if you happen to be on Amazon, you may see a little thing pop up that says, hey, look at our best books of the month. And Erlen Worm's No Problem will be there, which is very nice. So there's Snow Problem, Big Mess is already out, and Bad Idea, which is already out too. Yeah, so, and I should say that if you are in the Philadelphia area, I will be at the Barnes & Noble on 17th and Chestnut on Sunday, this Sunday, November 16th, at noon. I will be there at noon. I'll be reading Snow Problem. I'll probably read from other Erlen Worm books. I'll probably read some picture books too, and I will sign books. And so if you want to get a signed copy of Snow Problem for yourself, or if you want to get a signed copy of The Watermelon Seed as a gift for someone who just had a baby, something like that, come out and see me on Sunday, November 16th at the Barnes & Noble in Center City, Philadelphia. I will be there. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you have watched this far, if you are still watching, hang on for another minute because I have a question for you. You know, I have thought maybe I should make more videos. I honestly struggle sometimes with social media. I have two young kids. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I want to spend time with them, and I want to dedicate time to my work. And, social media, has kind of just like fallen off of my to-do list for the most part. But I thought, Substack or YouTube or something, I could make a video maybe once a week and just sort of update people on what I'm working on. And it could be nice, right? It might be nice. Would you be interested in something like that? Would you watch that? Just me for 5 minutes saying, hey, this is the sketches that I worked on this week, or these are the spread that I painted this week, or I don't know. I could show off my children's book collection. I have some pretty cool signed copies that I've collected over the years. I could show you the winter village I'm building for around our family Christmas tree with a motorized train inside. I don't know, whatever. I could show you my dog. She's sleeping right there right now, but I could give her some peanut butter or something, make her pay attention. Anyway, I don't know. The fan mail corner thing started as one thing, and then like everything, it just changed over time, and I've sort of slowed down. I don't think I've done a Substack since July, and I'd like to keep up with it more, but I sort of need to be motivated and have like a thing. I think maybe once a week I could handle. Anyway, let me know what you think about that. If you have any thoughts at all, let me know. If you don't, that's cool too. Either way, if you could buy a copy of Erlen Worm's No Problem, that would help me out a lot. It's also available, I should have mentioned before, it's also available as audiobook. All 3 Erlen Worm books are available through Penguin Random House Audio, and I recorded it. I love these books so much, and I felt very strongly that they should be read a certain way, the way that I intended as I was writing them. And at least for the official version, everyone's clearly going to put their own spin on it. They're open to interpretation, of course. But for the official audiobook version, I wanted it to be me. And, I have a few LPs of Arnold Lobel reading his books, or Dahl reading his books, and I just thought, like, it's special when it's the author doing it. So if you can't get enough of hearing me talk, you could also get the audiobooks, the audiobook versions of that too. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.